It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. Fill our house with happiness, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. Days go by. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
Pebble Beach Golf Links was released on the Genesis in 1994, but also the Sega Saturn got a port in 1995. It was developed by T&E Soft, who've done the majority of golf games on the Saturn. It's an odd game, I'll tell you that much. The game has videos in it with Craig the Walrus Stadler. His inclusion in this game means as much to me as etiquette does to social media. He's a big player in golf, winning the PGA Tour 13 times with a total of 31 tour wins, which is more to the point. I've been playing all the golf games released in the US and PAL territories, and this floats around the middle. So let's find out why. The intro video looks like something directly out of the 80s. I personally love it, and it adds a real level of nuance and has automatically separated itself from the rest by giving itself this personality. I mean, Craig Stadler looks like the diabetes guy, which is hilarious, but so far so good. Then the menu presentation is purely functional. It's probably one of the nicer of the T&E Soft golf games, but this is a constant theme you'll find with all of the T&E titles. The presentation among all of the T&E Soft games is pretty much copy and paste with a few small changes, and this is absolutely no different. We have a number of options, which is nice. There's no theme, and the use of boxes as choice highlights is pretty lame, but it does the job. Then we get one of the videos which gives us a nice introduction on the hole and how best to attack from our main man, Craigie Boy. Once in game, everything looks pretty good. There's more to cover, but that'll be done in gameplay. It's not at the top end of graphical ability, but for what it is, it's still above average. The detailing in surrounding environment is not great, as the trees really do look pixelated, and the digitized characters really does date a game from the 90s poorly, but the quality of the digitization is actually pretty well done. It has bright colours and smooth animation, which is welcomed. Some of the fly-over shots look like the courses are done with some sort of drone that you'd expect from the 90s, which is to say that they're pretty rough and wobbly footage to look at. But even so, they're still a nice addition. Sound is slight jazzy stuff, which is nice and it fits in well with the game. What am I doing? Playing golf on the Sega Saturn or listening to the Sex and the City theme? It's not something that stood out to me, but it's not bad. It's certainly no John Zorn. The sound of the video is pretty good too, and sound effects are also good. Gameplay is mostly a vanilla yet solid experience. It has a few strange touches like digitized characters of your selected characters in Caddy. The acting is stilted and hammy. I don't know why they thought that'd add anything to the game apart from camp qualities. It's funny to see the first few times and then I turned it off. I hope that feature wasn't too strenuous to add. Once I turned off the caddy, it added a map of the course which added some practicality to the gameplay and accuracy to my shot tenfold. But after playing actual golf, a superior golf game, it still wasn't 100% in core mechanics for two main reasons. Firstly, I couldn't figure out how hard to hit something. I mean, you know how to slog it as hard as you can when you first tee off, and okay, you can take a rough estimate when you select your club. It tells you how far your club hits at full impact, and if something can hit 270 yards at full pelt, and you need to go about 200 yards, you can aim for roughly 2/3 of the power or choose a weaker club and go from there. In addition to this, Actual Golf had one small feature which was enabled by default and really made that game stand out. And that is to have an overhead view off to the side in an overhead map that showed me where I was aiming for. Okay, sure, it didn't have this extra stuff like caddy digitized animation, but why it's important is it gave me an overhead view of how hard and the likelihood of where the shot was going to land, calculating the distance as well as the angle. The Loire Valley Golf, which was also made by T&E Soft on the Sega Saturn, had this feature, which makes this game seem more pure, yet also more bland, and feels like a prequel to that game. Controls seemed perfectly fine. The choice of club and angles to play were also solid gameplay choices. You have Pebble Beach Open, Match Play, Tournament Play, Practice Place, Stroke Play, which is what I do late at night, Watch a Game, and Skins Match, also what I like to do late at night. So there's plenty to get through. Would I recommend this game? Yes, but only just. It still makes the cut of golf games, even though it had extra things that didn't matter and was missing one or two things I felt was pretty important.